Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm gonna do a New Year's Eve inspired makeup tutorial using a ton of glitter and of course the darker eyeshadows as always. I did stray away from my reds and oranges that I usually love to use in my tutorials, and I opted for more plum colors because it's the holidays. Let's just go ahead and get right into this full face makeup tutorial. Okay, so please excuse the background noise. There's like a hurricane going on outside. I'm not sure what's happening in Miami right now, but it's just super gusty and windy. And you're probably gonna hear like the wind beating around my building, so I'm sorry about that. Anyways, to start with, I am going to use the Becca Backlight Priming Filter to prime my face. Next, I'm using the Becca Ultimate Coverage 24-Hour Foundation, and since I'm super pale, I'm using the color Buff because I think it'll match my lighter skin tone right now. The foundation brush I'm using today is the BH Cosmetics 113 brush. I love the Shade Be Miami brush, but it's just way too dirty. I cannot put that on my face right now, so this is like my little backup. So a lot of you may know that I don't really like highlight my face with a concealer. What I usually do is go a little bit lighter with my foundation, and then I'll go ahead and contour and darken it up. So for contour, I'm using the Tom Ford Stick Foundation, and this is in the shade Dusk. So right now I'm just contouring along my hairline. I'm gonna go ahead and do like a little C shape leading into my contour under my cheekbones. And I'm kind of just dipping into the foundation stick and then tapping. The brush I'm using is a Sigma Precision Flat P80 brush. I'm gonna go ahead and do a little bit of darkening right under my lip. And I'm gonna do my chin like right at the base to define that and balance out my face. And I'll go ahead and just kind of leave this space open, but I'm going to go ahead and carve out my jawline a little bit to kind of like slim it down. I just want it to look a little bit more defined. Also, to blend everything together, I'm going to go ahead and do the middle of my neck and then the sides like right under my ears so that everything just blends flawlessly into my body.
Singing, give me love and give me life. When the DJ spins.
To contour my nose and my eyes, I'm going to go ahead and use my go-to nose contouring brush. I've used this so much, I can't really see what it says, but I do see the number 119, and I know it's from BH Cosmetics. It's just like an angled brush, and it kind of just fits the curves of my nose and like eyelids perfectly. So I'm going back into the Tom Ford contour stick. I'm just going to go ahead and dab a little bit onto the stick. And I'm going to start like right here where I can see the curve of the bone that's under my eye. And I'm just going to start buffing in right about there. And I'm going to bring it down into my nose. So I've totally carved my nose out. You can tell that it's like a totally different nose than what it was when I started this video. So now I'm gonna go ahead and keep blending this out into my crease. And this kind of like sets the outline or the foundation for my eye look, because now it's just giving me like a naturally defined look, and I know exactly where to put all of my eyeshadow. I'm gonna go ahead and dab a little bit onto my outer corners. And with the remaining bit of contour stuff that I have on my brush, I'm gonna go ahead and put it on my lower lash line. And just to blend everything out a little bit more, I'm going to go over everything one more time with my foundation brush, which is still a little bit damp from the foundation that I put on. So now we're looking nice and contoured. Don't worry about the blending yet because we can get into more of that with the powder. So now I'm going to go ahead and use a little powder puff to bake my face. My favorite baking powder is the Cover FX Matte Setting Powder. I use translucent light, and on serious days I actually set my highlight with the light powder and then my contour with the dark powder, so that when you take a picture and the flash goes off, you're not going to be reflecting the flash and you can still see that contour definition because I set with the dark powder on top. I'm going to go ahead and brush some powder onto my eyelids as well to mattify the base for my eyeshadow. So for today I'm going to use the Kylie and Jordan palette, and I'm going to start with the color Soulmate right on my crease. I'm going to go ahead and darken the crease area with the KKW Mario palette, and I think that this color is called Loyalty. So now we're looking nice and smoky. I'm going to go ahead and go back into the KKW Mario palette, and I'm using the color 2008, which is just like this really nice shimmery color, and it's almost like a highlighter, and I'm just going to go ahead and put this like over my crease starting at the inner corner. So now that my crease is more defined, I'm going to go ahead and go back into that color and put some on the center of my lids. And this is just going to be a little base for all that glitter that we're going to put on. And just for a little bit of a deeper dimension, I'm going to go ahead and go into this purple color from the palette, and I'm going to put this on the inner and outer corners of my eyelids. Okay, so now let's get to the fun part. I'm going to be using the Urban Decay Heavy Metal Liquid Eyeshadows, I believe that's what they're called, and I'm using the color Catcall and Midnight Cowboy. Midnight Cowboy is like a gold color, it literally matches my backdrop right now, and Catcall is like a nice, it's like a berry pink. It's really, really pretty. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the Catcall, and I'm going to put it on my brush, and I'm putting Catcall right on top of where I put the purple color. So now I'm going to go into Midnight Cowboy, and I'm just going to put it on the middle and keep that top of the crease just shimmery, no glitter. To define under my eyes a little bit more, I'm going to go into this color Loyalty one more time and darken that area up starting at the outer corners. For the base of my eyeliner for the top side, I'm going to go ahead and take any black eyeshadow, and I'm going to use a flat brush like this one, and I'm going to stamp on the black very carefully so that there's not a lot of fallout. For the final touch on the lower lash line, I'm going back into this purple shimmer color from the KKW Mario palette, and I'm using a flat brush, and I'm going to go ahead and just sweep it right under my lash line. So now that we're done with all of the eyeshadow and anything that could risk fallout, we can go ahead and brush all the bake off, thank God. And I'm just gonna go over that black eyeliner on the top with my Charlotte Tilbury Feline Flick, which is like my favorite liquid eyeliner right now. I'm gonna go ahead and go back in to like fill in my brows. Even though they're microbladed, when I use a high coverage foundation like the Becca one, it definitely covers up my brows. So let's go ahead and bring those brows back into the picture. I'm using the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil, and this is shade number 5. You can literally see how much of a difference the brows make. Oh my god, this is crazy. Alright, so the brows are all done. Now it's time to do the powder face stuff. So I'm going to start with the Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Bronze and Glow palette. This is amazing. I love this palette. I'm going to use the contour side first, and I'm going to go over every little part that I contoured earlier with that cream foundation. So now I'm going to go into the highlight side, and this highlighter is so beautiful. It just wears on the skin so well. I mean, the camera doesn't lie, you guys. That is just like the perfect amount of glow. I'm gonna take a smaller brush and do my Cupid's bow and my nose. For blush, I'm using my favorite Bare Minerals Gen Nude blush, and this is the shade Pretty in Pink. For my lower lashes, I'm going to use my absolute favorite, my go-to mascara. It's the Lancome Mansour Big Mascara. And I'm going to put this on my bottom ones because you already know what I'm going to do with my top ones. I'm going to put on some lashes. The lashes I'm going to put on for this look are Rebel from the LadyCode shop. And unfortunately, everything is sold out right now. So I'm actually reusing an old pair because I don't even have access to my own lashes. So I'm definitely really excited for my lashes to be back in stock. Okay, so the last step in this process is obviously the lips. So I'm gonna use the Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat lip pencil, and I'm gonna go ahead and just go around my lip line. The shade I'm using is Pillow Talk. Oh my god, this is the perfect color for me. To go on top of that, I'm going to use the KKW and Mario Gloss. This is the shade Juicy. And even though my lips are already full, you can tell that the mixture of the lip cheat and the gloss made my lips look a lot bigger. Kind of too big, actually. I literally just got my lips redone in Vegas, and I think that I don't really need to try to make them look bigger anymore. So yeah, this is the final makeup look. I'm going to go ahead and put my wig on so you can kind of see the whole look together. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I went ahead and put on my Gaga wig from the LadyCode shop. To darken the roots, I actually sprayed it with some root concealer spray. But I am gonna go to Colorado for New Year's, and I'm really excited to see my family because I haven't seen them in almost 2 years. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that this tutorial inspires you. I'll go ahead and link all of the key products down below, and I'll see you guys in my next video.